Hello everyone, I'm Sonia. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm here to talk about chapter rational number of class 8. So let's start. So before going to the about rational number, I'm going to discuss about some other numbers, that is natural numbers, whole numbers. So hope you will know. So now what do you mean by natural numbers? The numbers which are starting from where? 1. Why? Because natural numbers are also known as counting numbers. That means what? We are using these digits for counting. Yeah, if you have something for count, then always you will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are you will use. Yes, and these numbers are known as what? Also natural numbers. So natural numbers are which are start from 1 and so on. So which is the smallest natural number? 1 is the smallest natural number. Yeah, so 1 is the smallest natural number. Okay, now if I will ask you about whole numbers, yes, so what do you mean by whole numbers? The numbers which are starting from where? The numbers which are starting from where? 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, dot dot dot. These numbers are known as what? Whole numbers. Why? This 0 is completing these numbers. Yeah, without this 0 we can't complete the numbers. Yes, using these digits from 0, 1 up to 9, using these digits we can make any kind of numbers. So now if I will ask you what is the smallest whole number, then what you will say? That 0 is the smallest whole number. Yeah, now come to about the rational numbers. Okay, that is our today's chapter. So now what do you mean by rational number? Numbers which we can write in the form of fraction, or you can say that the numbers which we can write in the form of p by q. P by q means they have a numerator and they have a what? Denominator also. Okay, this kind of number we can say as what? Rational number. And one most important thing is what? This q, that means this denominator never be 0. Okay, otherwise what happen? If you are writing 2 by 0, your denominator is 0, then it is undefined. Okay, so now what do you mean by rational number? The numbers which we can write in the form of what? P by q, they are known as rational number. Okay, got it? Now now can I say that natural numbers are also rational numbers? Yes, but why? Look, these are natural numbers. Yeah, the numbers which are starting from 1 and so on, these are natural numbers. So if I can say that 2 is also a rational number. Why? I told that rational numbers are which we can write in the form of p by q. Okay, now 2 I can write in the form of 2 by 1. Yes, 2 is equal to 2 by 1. So I can say that 2 is a rational number. Yeah, can I say that 3 is a rational number? Yes, because 3 equal 3 by 1 I can write, which is in the form of p by q, and where q not equal 0. That means what? All natural numbers are rational number. Okay, now can I say that whole numbers are rational number? Let us check. Whole numbers are which are? The numbers which are starting from 0, like 0, 1, 2, these all are what? Whole numbers. Now can I say that 0 is a rational number? Look here. I can write 0 in the form of 0 by 1. Yes, 0 by 1 means also 0. So this is in the form of what? P by q, and where q is not equal to 0. Okay, so I can say that 0 is also a what number? Rational number. That means what? These whole numbers, these natural numbers, all are the form of what? Rational number. Got it? Okay, now these numbers, that means rational numbers have some properties. So let us check. Okay, now the first property of rational number is closure property. Now what do you mean by closure property? I will discuss with an example. So first of all, I need to take some rational number. So can I take this 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2? I am taking this number. Okay, look, if I will add these two number, then I will get 4 by 2. Okay, so now what do you mean by closure property? Now if I am taking a rational number, if I am taking two rational number, okay, if I am taking two rational numbers, okay, this one and this one rational numbers, if I am going to add these two number and the answer is also a rational number, then I can say that they are closed. Okay, now actually closure property you can show for, first of all I will show for addition. Okay, look what I am doing, I am taking two rational number, yeah, and I am finding its answer. If whatever number you are taking, they are also rational number, and whatever answer you are getting by adding them, if that answer is also a rational number, then I can say that rational numbers are closed over where addition. Okay, now let us check for subtraction. Okay, now I am going to check for subtraction. Okay, now again take two rational numbers, like I am taking here 3 by 2. This is a rational number. Now I will do subtraction. I am taking 1 by 2. This is also a rational number. Now what I need to check? If the answer is also a rational number. Now 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So this is also a rational number. That means what? When I am taking two rational number and when I am subtracting both of them, and whatever answer I am getting, that part is also a rational number, then I can say that rational number is closed over where subtraction. Got it? Now I am going to check for multiplication. Okay, now take for multiplication. Now take two again rational number, that is 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. This is also a rational number, this is also a rational number. Now when I will add this number, then it becomes 2 2 ja 4 and 3 1 ja 3. So this is also a rational number, this is also a rational number. When I am multiplying both the number, then the answer is also a what? Rational number. So here also I can say no, that it is what? Rational number is closed under where? Multiplication. Okay, now I am going to check for division. Okay, now when you will check for division, then here look, okay, here I can write, when I will solve it, then 3 by 2 it becomes multiply, and this number you have to do reverse, then it becomes 2 by 1, then it will come 3 2 cancel, then it becomes 3 by 1 or 3. So when I am taking two rational number, then answer is also a rational number. Okay, but there have some limitation, like for division. So that one look. So when we are taking for 0, like if I am writing this one, that 3 by 2, it is a rational number, and I told that 0 is also a rational number. Yeah, but this is what? Undefined. You can't divide by 0. Okay, so this is what? Undefined. That means what? That means what? When you are taking two rational number and you are dividing, then we are not getting any answer. It is undefined. So that means what? I can't say that rational numbers are closed under where? Division. Okay, so what do we know about now closure property? That rational numbers are closed under where? Addition, subtraction and multiplication. Okay, now come to the next property. Now look at this property, that is our second property of rational numbers are commutative property. Now what are these? Let us check. Now look at one example, like here I am taking 1 by 2. First always check for addition. Okay, you are taking 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2. Okay, now what is the answer? 3 plus 1, 4 by 2. Okay, if I can I do like this, that 3 by 2 first write, then you write 1 by 2. Okay, this numbers write first, then write 1 by 2. Then also it will come 4 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 by 2. That means what? Here I am taking 1 by 2, here I am taking 3 by 2, here 3 by 2, here 1 by 2. Same numbers I am taking, but what I am doing? I am changing their place, their position. Yeah, first 1 by 2 is in first, second 3 by 2. Now here 3 by 2 is in first place, then 1 by 2 is in second place. That means what? When I am changing the place, then also the answer is what? Same. Then I can say that it is commutative. Okay. That means whenever you are going to learn about the commutative property, then you have to know that you have to check that numbers by changing their position. Okay. So I can write that. I can write here 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 equal 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Yes. Here also I am taking same number. Here also I am taking same number. But what I am doing? I am just changing its position. Yeah, then also what? The answer is same. Then I can say that they are commutative under where? Addition. Now I am going to discuss about subtraction. Now if you are doing for subtraction, okay, for subtraction, now here look, same number only take that, like 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. Yeah, then it becomes what? 3 minus 1, 2. Yeah, but before the bigger number minus sign hai, so minus 2 by 2. Now if I am changing their place, 3 by 2 first, 1 by 2 is in second. Then 3 minus 1 what? 2 by 2. This is minus 2 by 2, this is plus 2 by 2. Can I say they are equal? No. That means what? That means what? Rational numbers are not commutative on subtraction. Like 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is not equal to 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So I can say that rational numbers are not commutative under where? Subtraction. Now for what we will check? We will check for multiplication, then division. Let us check. Okay, now look at for multiplication. Now take two number like 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. Then it becomes what? 3 1 ja 3, 2 2 ja 4. Now for what I need to check? I have to change their places. Now how I will change? Like 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. Then also 3 1 ja 3 by what? 4. Okay, now what? When I am changing the place of that number, then also the answer is what? Same. That means what? Can I say now that rational numbers are what? Commutative under where? Multiplication. So I can write that, what I can write? 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. So basically what we need to do in commutative property? We need to change the position of the numbers. If then also the answer is same, then I can say that they are commutative, otherwise not. Okay. Now I am going to check for division. For division, what we need to do? Again same process try. For division, like I can write that I can take 4 divided by 2. Yeah, why? 4 is a rational number. 2 is also a rational number. 4 I can write as 4 by 1. 2 I can write as 2 by 1. So they are what? Rational. So you know that when you are doing division, then you can change this sign into multiplication. But what happened? The second number you have to do reverse, then it becomes 1 by 2. So 2 2 ja 4, it is 2. Yeah, simply also you can try 4 divided by 2, 2. Now if I will do 2 divided by 4, that means what? 2 by 4. That means 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4. That means it is what? It becomes what? Half. Now can I say that 2 is equal to half? No. That means what? That means what? That rational numbers are not commutative under where? Division. So in for what rational numbers are commutative? For addition and multiplication. Okay, now come to the next property. Okay, now look at the third property, that is associative property. Okay, now what do you mean by associative property? For that I will show you an example, but for that you need three numbers. Okay, like I am taking three rational number like 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 4 by 2. Okay, okay, here also take 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 4 by 2. Okay, in associative property, in this way you have to take three numbers, and what you have to do? You have to take same numbers on both the side. Okay, after taking, what you have to do? You have to use bracket. Okay, here first use bracket on half and 3 by 2, then change the bracket place, then give in 3 by 2 and 4 by 2. Now I will check, I will solve it. So 3 plus 1 4, when I will solve it, 3 plus 1 4 by 2 plus this is also 4 by 2, then it becomes 8 by 2. Yeah, 8 by 2, or I can say it is 4. Okay, now this one if I will solve, then half plus, you know that bracket one you have to solve first. This is 4 plus 3, 7 by 2. It is 7 plus 1, 8 by 2. Again answer is what? 4. That means what? Answer is same. So can I say that these two is equal? Is it a magic? Yes. So here look. So here what I am doing? I am taking same numbers on both the side, but what I am doing here? I am changing the place of the bracket. Here first using with half and 3 by 2, then I am using with 3 by 2 and 4 by 2, but then also the what answer is same. Then I can say that these numbers are associative. Okay, now this is for addition. Now you can check for subtraction also. Now how you will check? How you will check? Just change the sign. Here addition have you use subtraction. Here also you can use subtraction. Use subtraction. Use subtraction. Then when you will check for subtraction, no, then you will get that the answers are not equal. So let's check here. If I will solve these two, then what I will get? 3 minus 1 what? 2 by 2. Okay, but before the bigger number minus sign is there, so minus 2 by 2, then minus 4 by 2. Okay, now here write 2, minus 2 minus 4, minus what? Plus 6, it is minus 6 by 2. Okay, now here you look, or you can say that it is minus what? 3. Now here you look, half minus, okay, when I will solve this, then minus 3 minus 4, it becomes what? Minus 1. Yes, minus 1, because 4 minus 3, yes, 1, but before the bigger number minus sign is there. Okay, now this is half, this is minus plus 1 by 2. Yes or no? Then it becomes 2 by 2. That means what? 1. Can I say that these are equal? No, one answer is minus 3, another answer is what? That is 1. So that means what? When we are using subtraction, then it is not associative. Because why? Because when I am changing the place of the bracket, then the answers are not coming equal on both the side. So they are not associative under subtraction. Okay, now you can check for multiplication also. Okay, now check for multiplication. Take half, 3 by 2, 4 by 2. Yeah, then here also take half, 3 by 2 and 4 by 2. Now use the bracket from first of all here, then use here. Okay, now I will solve it. Now what I can do? This bracket one I will solve first. Then 2 2 ja 4, 3 1 ja 3. Then again 4 by 2. 4 4 cancel. Then it becomes 3 by 2. Okay. Now 1 by 2 into 2 2 ja 4. Okay. 2 2 ja 4, or you can do 2 2 ja 4. Okay. Then it becomes what? 3 2 ja 6 by 2. Okay. Now 6 1 ja 6, 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 2 2 ja, it becomes 3 by 2. That means what? The answer is coming same. Yeah, so can I say that they are associative? Yes, that means when I am doing multiplication with this number and I am changing the bracket place of that number, then what we are getting? We are getting what? The answer is same. So I can say that these numbers are associative when for multiplication. Okay. For division also it is not associative. You can check by yourself that one. That use three numbers like this. 1 by 2 divide 3 by 2 divide 4 by 2. You will get not equal to 1 by 2 divide 3 by 2 divide 4 by 2. Okay. First you can use here the bracket. Then you can use on that side. Then you will get not equal. Okay. Now come to the next property. Okay. Now the next property is distributive property over addition and subtraction. So what is this? Look at here. Now think that you have a number in this way. Like think that they are the rational number a into b plus c. This one I can say that distributive property over multiplication and addition. So look, how I can write this number? If some three numbers are there, then you have multiplication outside. This is the bracket, so this is the outside number. If outside have multiplication, inside have addition, then how you can solve? Like a into b. Then after b, what sign is there? Plus. Then you have to write a into c. That means what? With the outside number, you have to multiply both the inside number. Okay, and this is the distributive property over where? Addition. We are doing this, we are distributing this number over where? Addition. Okay, like if you have this number 2 into 3 plus 5, then how I can write? With the outside number is what now? 2. Now 2 into 3, because 2 into have only the outside, so I can write 2 into 3. Then after 3, what sign is there? Plus. So here write plus. Then I can write 2 into what? 5. Okay. So if you will check this number, then you will get both side equal. How? Look, like it is 2 into, yeah, then bracket 1, so 3 plus 5, how much? 8. Then it becomes what? 16. Then here also look, 3 to just 6, 5 to just 10, it becomes also 16. So both the side it is equal. Okay. Now this is what? Distributive property over addition. Now check for subtraction. So now distributive property over subtraction is this one, like you are taking a into b minus c. Now for subtraction, same way, first of all outside number you have to multiply with both the inside number. A into b, a into b. After b, what sign is there? Minus. So you write minus a into, then what? A into c. Okay, you can check using an example. Like you can take 2 into 5 minus 3. Then what I will do? 2 into 5. 2 into 5. Then what sign is there? Minus. Then 2 into what? 3. Now is this equal on both the side? Let us check. 5 minus 3 is equal to how much? 2. 2 to the 4. This side 4. Then this side 5 to the 10 minus 6. This side also 4. So both the side equal. So this is known as distributive property over addition and subtraction. Okay. Now let's come to the next property. The next property is additive inverse. Now what do you mean by additive inverse? If I am taking an rational number like 1 by 2. Okay. If I will ask you that find the additive inverse of 1 by 2. Then the answer is minus 1 by 2. That means what? When you are going to find additive inverse, then just change the sign. Okay, just change the sign. Here have plus. So when you are finding the additive inverse of plus half, then it becomes minus half. If you are finding the additive inverse of minus half, then if I will ask you what is the additive inverse of minus half, then you have to say that it is what? Plus half. Okay. Now that means what? You have to just change the sign. Why? Because actually when you are finding additive inverse, then you have to know that I told that half minus half is the additive inverse of half. Why? Because when I will solve these two answer, then it becomes what? 0. Okay, when you are finding additive inverse, then in last you can check also that if their solution, when you will solve them, then is their answer is 0. If 0, then their additive inverse. Actually no need to check, just you have a question like find the additive inverse of something, like find the additive inverse of 3 by 2, then just you have to write minus 3 by 2. Okay, so do you know about additive identity? So which one is additive identity? 0 is known as the additive identity. Why? Because when we are adding, additive means like addition, when we are adding a number with 0, like with 0 you are adding 5, then the answer is what? 5. That means what? When you are adding a number with 0, it does not lose its identity. Okay, but instead of 0, if you are taking 1, then it becomes what? 6. So 5 becomes 6. That means it loses its what? Identity. So which one is the additive identity? 0. Why? When you are adding a number with 0, then that number does not lose its identity. Got it? Now come to the next property. So the next property is multiplicative inverse. Now what do you mean by multiplicative inverse? Like if you are taking a number 3 by 2, if I will ask you that what is the multiplicative inverse of 3 by 2, then it becomes 2 by 3. That means you have to write its reciprocal. Okay, you can say that it's reciprocal, like 3 by 2's reciprocal is 2 by 3. They are multiplicative inverse of each other. Or I can say that if I am asking that what is the multiplicative inverse of 5 by 3? What is the multiplicative inverse of 5 by 3? Yes, multiplicative inverse of 5 by 3 is what? 3 by 5. Just do reciprocal. Okay, why? Because when we are multiplying all of them, then their answer is 1. Then I can say that they are multiplicative inverse of each other. If their answer is what? 1. If I will ask you what is the multiplicative inverse of 6 by 7, then you have to say that 7 by 6. Or if I will ask you what is the multiplicative inverse of minus 6 by 7, then you have to say that minus 7 by 6. Same sign take. Okay. Then why? Then if you are multiplying this number, then it becomes 1. If you are taking 1 minus 1 plus, then answer will come minus 1. Then they are not multiplicative inverse of each other. For if they are multiplicative inverse of each other, then their answer should be what? 1. Okay, no need to check actually, just for your knowledge. Okay, now do you know that what do you mean by multiplicative identity? Like additive identity, there have multiplicative identity, and one is known as the multiplicative identity. Why? With 1 multiplication, no, with 1 whatever number you will multiply, that answer will only come. That means it does not lose its identity when you are multiplying with 1. But if you are taking with 2, then it becomes 10. Okay, it loses its identity. So what I can say that with 1, any number, what number you can multiply, that same number will only get. So what is the multiplicative identity? 1. Okay. So these are the properties of rational number. Okay. So hope you all understand this chapter, that is this introduction. Okay. So if you like my video, then subscribe my channel, like this video. Okay. Then I can give the next exercises of this chapter and other chapters. If you will subscribe my channel, then you will get all the videos one by one. Okay. So thank you.